Hello. Hi, welcome. So today we're gonna have a very restorative class. So I'm gonna encourage you to grab a lot of props. I'm going to use a blanket, which you can replace with a bath towel if you have that. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's gonna be optional to use it, but if you have something like this, that will feel probably nice. I have a bolster as well, so you can use cushions, couch cushions, pillows, whatever you usually use. And I'm going to use 2 blocks as well. And to start with, we're just going to start with some Bhramari Pranayama so that we relax, we tell our nervous system that it's time to tune in and to settle. So find a comfortable position here with a long spine. You can close your eyes for a moment and just observe how you feel. And just checking in with yourself for a second here. Doing this broad sweep of your body with your awareness. And just noticing what comes up, if anything grabs your attention. If you feel any area of tightness or any area of lightness. Any kind of sensation. And it can just simply be the temperature of the air on your skin or the contact of the floor, of your mat, of your clothes. Just dropping into this quiet awareness. Let's start to notice that you're breathing here. Noticing the natural rhythm of the breath, and we don't need to change it at all. Just feeling which parts of the body are moving with the breath. Maybe noticing the chest moving to start with. Lifting up and down. And then maybe seeing if you can feel your shoulders move. Your rib cage. Your abdomen. And can you maybe feel it all the way to your kidneys, just under your rib cage, towards the back of the body. Not feeling the need to change anything, simply directing your awareness there. And the next time you breathe in, slowly raise the arms all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart in a prayer position. Starting with Om, take a breath in. Om. Shri Gurave Namah. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Alright, so staying in this position, we'll just switch the crossing of the legs if you had your legs crossed, so that we balance a little bit our posture. And so as I was saying, we're going to start with Brahmari, so the humming bee, the bumblebee, I don't know, a bee, a big one. So we'll just place the fingers on the top of the skull, and then when we start, we'll plug the ears with the thumbs. Open your elbows out to the side so that you've got this broadness in the chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed here. Close the eyes. So as we inhale, we're going to take a breath in and we're going to hum the breath out. And we'll do 5 rounds. So inhale to begin, plug your ears, and exhale. When you're done, just take your time, but when you're done, relax the arms. Notice how you feel. Breathing normally. Noticing the effect of this practice. This practice stimulates the vagus nerve, which is a big nerve that goes through the back of our throat and the diaphragm and into the abdomen, and it's responsible for the rest and digest response. So it's a deeply quieting breath. So as we move on to our more physical practice, we'll use our 2 blocks. But Noha, you'll use your bolster instead, and you can have a block under your bolster as usual. And everyone can use the bolster if they want to. I just had this posture with the blocks in mind, but it's definitely a possibility if you prefer to use your cushions. We'll just have the blocks if you're using them in an inverted T shape. And you can have them on the lowest height or on the second height. I like this. On the second height, it's a little bit more intense. You can always change your mind if you're trying with the second height and then moving on to, if you feel that it's too intense, you can go back to the lowest one. And so we're gonna place the bar, the shorter bar of the T, so this one right on the shoulder blades, like this or like this, and the other one will be under the skull. So if you're on your bolster, it's very similar. You'll just lean back onto your bolster, let the head relax. You can also have another pillow on your bolster if that feels good to have your head a little bit more elevated. And then the arms can just open out to the side. You can have them close to the body or a little bit more wide. You choose. You can do a couple of adjustments here. The idea, whatever prop you use, is to let the shoulders drop down and get this very passive stretch of the front of the shoulders and the chest. With your legs, you can do whatever you like. So you can have the knees bent and just dropping towards each other. You can go for a Supta Baddha Konasana, but it can be quite intense here. And know that we'll do Supta Baddha Konasana later, so this reclined butterfly. Or you can just stretch the legs out if that feels good, to just flop into a starfish shape. And we'll just take a few moments here, a couple of minutes, so make sure that you're comfortable, you've got enough time to adjust and make sure that you can relax in whatever shape you've chosen. You can allow your eyes to close. And again, just dropping the awareness in the body. Once you find the position that you like, see if you can stay still and do nothing. Notice where you feel the pose. If you feel any sensation there. Where is it located? And is it changing, or does it stay the same with time? Can you relax the muscles of the face? Can you let the sides of the neck soften? Can you let your arms be heavy and your fingers curl naturally? Can you connect to the sensation in the palms of your hands? Can you let the breath flow naturally? Let's take a slightly longer and bigger inhale. And exhale the breath out. If your legs are not bent, slowly place your feet back onto the mat. And now we're going to carefully roll to one side, coming off of the blocks without falling. And then bring yourself into an all fours position right away. And grab your cushions. We're going to come to a supported child's pose here. So grabbing your cushion and keeping your knees wide. You can keep your bolster exactly as it is the line. Just let your belly fall off of the bolster and into the space between your legs, and then just let yourself hug in your bolster here. You can elevate your bolster in any way that you like, maybe with a block under the side that is closer to you or under the side that is away from you, and try both and see what you prefer. And then allow your hips to be heavy, and again, finding a position that feels pretty luxurious. You have glasses, just move them away so that they don't press against your face. And you can turn your head to one side, or just let your forehead rest on the bolster. Maybe also I like sometimes to have the blanket on top of there so that there's room for my nose, so that my nose is not crushed and my forehead can relax there. Let your arms again be completely relaxed as we are more or less in the opposite position as the one we did just before. If your head is turned to one side, slowly lift it up and turn your head the other side. Letting your body settle once more. Knowing that here we're not looking for sensation or a strong stretch. We're just teaching our body to relax. Find a quality of healing, recovering. As you next inhale, slowly lift your head up. We're going to support ourselves with our hands so that we can come up. Good. For this next one, we'll go into a twist. So that's when you might or might not use your blanket. But we're going to use a cushion or a block between the knees. So if you have a blanket, you're gonna make a little roll, or yeah, you can judge how much of a roll you want. I'm just gonna roll it like this roughly. It's quite a big one. I'm gonna regret this. Probably gonna unroll it a little bit. So this is gonna be under your lower back, basically. And we're gonna lean to the side here and place the roll, if you have it, in your waist. Laura, you're gonna do something different, I think. Yeah, I think you're gonna use the bolster, yeah. So that you're just gonna come into a twist, but on your bolster, so that you're not lying flat. So, and the bolster, if you're doing this one, so you're gonna be lying on your side here with the roll into your waist and the bolster or cushion between your knees. And then once you're on your side here and you feel happy, you can just let your shoulder drop down so that you come into a twist with a little something between your legs, and the arms can stretch out. And this roll, if you have it, is going to press into your lumbar spine, your QL, into your quadratus lumborum, so the muscles in your lower back. It can be quite intense, so adjust as needed. And yeah, lower, so you'll have your bolster just like we did last week, behind you, and then the knees to the side so that you support it like this. Good. You get a nice twist, so you're not completely flat on the floor. Good. So if you're in this twist with the roll, it can be pretty intense, the sensation of the roll against it's a pretty sensitive area, the lower back here, this QL. So make sure that you unroll it a little bit if you need to, if you need less pressure. And then the top leg, if it's very intense and your right shoulder doesn't reach the floor, top leg, the right foot can be on the floor and the knee pointing straight to the ceiling, if that helps. Or you could have also a support under your right shoulder. So make sure you feel supported and able to relax wherever you are. Again, noticing where you feel this posture. Can you soften a little bit more the areas of tension? Every inhale, you can send the breath where you need it, where the sensation is the most prominent. And every exhale, you can just exhale the tension, let it go. As you next inhale, Laura, you're going to bring the knees up. And everyone else can lean to the side, leaning towards your cushion, towards your legs. Rolling onto your side and moving the cushion away. And just taking a moment here to notice how it feels. Notice the blood rushing back into the muscles that were compressed just a second ago. And we're going to go straight to our other side. So you can press yourself up if you'd like, move the cushion to the other side. And then Loha just moving the legs to the other side. Placing the cushion on the block in between the legs. Finding the roll into your waist. Using any props, any support that you like. And then slowly rolling your shoulder back. And finding again a position where you can relax. Where you can just let time do the work for you. And all your props to support you so that your body doesn't need to do anything, any effort. Notice that maybe this side feels different than the one before. Knowing that this is very normal, but just being curious about it. What feels different? I'm not trying to analyze it or saying, oh, this must be because of this or because of that. Just noticing, being curious. Keep allowing your awareness to travel through the body and notice what it finds along the way. Any tension on the skin, on the muscle, any gentle stress to the muscles of the spine, maybe the shoulder, the chest, maybe some compression. And with your next inhale, again Laura, you can bring your knees up and everyone else can roll to the side. Taking a breath, very slow transitions here. And moving your props from between the legs and pressing yourself back up. Taking your time. Our last posture, we'll do our Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're all going to join Laura in a setup with I'm going to use a block and my cushion on top, my bolster on top. And then bringing the feet together here. And I'm going to use the blanket here just around my ankles. So I'm covering the blanket, my feet with my blanket, and just tucking it under the ankles. If you have a big blanket, maybe I can try this as well, a long one. You can tuck it all the way to under your outer hips. Yeah, like this, tucking it under the ankles and then under the outer hips to get a little bit of support here. If not, you can use if it feels too intense to have the knees just dropping and you don't have the support, you can always use another blanket or some blocks here, or you can also cross the legs so that your feet are not together but the legs are slightly crossed so that it's not too intense and you're not struggling in this position. And then keep a little bit of space between you and your cushion, especially if it's pretty thick like mine, so that you don't overarch the back. You don't want to feel it in the lower back here. Just let yourself rest. Maybe you have an additional cushion for your head. I like to have a ton of props. And this is going to be our last posture here. So make sure you're comfortable. It's our Shavasana. Relax your arms. Make sure you're warm. Let your knees drop. And let your chest be gently open. And allow yourself to rest. Let the breath go in and out of the body. face and your neck to be relaxed, the skin completely soft. You can visualize all the tension in the body just melting and dripping down onto the floor. You could stay here for as long as you like. Soaking in the relaxation. If you're ready to move on with your day, let's take a long breath in and exhale the breath out. We're going to carefully bring our knees back together, maybe using your hands to support the legs together. And then very slowly and carefully roll slightly to your side so that you can support you with your hands. And press yourself up to a seating position. Once you're there, just take a moment to again check in with yourself and notice how you feel at the end of this practice. And with your next inhale, raise the arms up. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing and relaxing with me. I hope that felt delicious. Have a lovely evening and I will see you very soon. Namaste.